At 46, I'm learning that becoming someone new takes time. Nobody really talks about what it feels like to become a new person. Not the Instagram version of becoming, the real version. The version where you know you've changed, but sometimes your mind still reaches for that person you used to be. I've been thinking a lot about what it means to become a new person. And I'm realizing that becoming, it doesn't happen overnight. It happens daily. There are things about the old me that I consciously have to let go of. Old thought patterns, old reactions, old fears, and old expectations. Old versions of myself that I had to create just to survive certain seasons of my life. And sometimes I think we get frustrated because we expect transformation to feel instant. But renewing your mind, it's a daily process. Every single day, you have an opportunity to say, I'm not thinking about this the way I used to. I'm not responding the way I used to. I am not going back to where God called me out of. And here's something I'm learning. Just because the old version of you showed up doesn't mean you have to change. Sometimes becoming looks like recognizing the old you and choosing differently. Now that's growth. And sometimes you have to grieve who you used to be without becoming her again. Let her go. You gotta let it go because that version of you got you here. But she doesn't have to take you where you're going. At 46, I'm realizing that I don't need to rush becoming. I don't need to wake up tomorrow and have every single thing figured out. I can allow God to renew my mind one day at a time, one thought at a time, one decision at a time, and one surrender at a time. And maybe that's what becoming really is. Not waking up one day and just suddenly, poof, becoming a completely different person, but waking up every single day and choosing the new. So if you're in a season where you're letting go of the old you and learning how to walk into the new you, give yourself some grace. You're not failing because it takes time. You're becoming. And remember, you're not behind, you're becoming. All right, so now I want to introduce you to the 4 R's of becoming. Number 1 is to recognize. Recognize what no longer belongs to the person you're becoming. What thoughts, behaviors, relationships, or expectations am I still carrying that belong to an old season? Number 2, release. You cannot walk into something new while still holding on to what you're being asked to release. Ask yourself, what am I afraid will happen if I let go of this? 3 is to renew. This is where renewing your mind comes in. You don't just tell yourself, I'm different now. You replace the old thought with truth. And truth comes from the word of God. Old thought, I'm behind. New truth, my timeline doesn't determine my worth. Old thought, I should have figured this out by now. New truth, I am allowed to grow at the pace God is leading me. Number 4 is to repeat. And this is the part nobody wants to hear. You have to do it again tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next. Because becoming isn't about one big decision. It's about small decisions repeated constantly.